Yeah. Upgraded. Got the better logo. Got the shit going. And we're here. Oh, look. We also upgraded all this fucking shit. It's Ice Cream Donut Podcast. Once again, episode 6. That's right. We're back at it. And we're keeping it rolling. We're going with this shit. I'm Below Dirt.
And I'm Melody K.
And we got some funny ass weird Easter shit today.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it again. I did the rhyme shit. Anyway, but do you want to go into the other stuff we were just discussing first?
What?
Before we just went on?
That I booked JLB Hood at Odd Bodies
of Strange
in
Music.
Dayton. Fuck yeah.
Well, then let's talk about that. That's a big fucking deal, if you ask me.
It's a huge fucking deal. He agreed.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm the one who said it.
Show. Obviously, thank God.
Yeah, of course. Nothing.
Okay. He agreed to do the show. Daniel Stoney from Red Music is the one who had the connections with the venue. Mm-hmm. Locked that in.
Big shout out.
Big shout out to Odd Bodies for allowing us to do that. And then we locked JL in. Mm-hmm. Got all the artists. And we did that shit.
And who are the artists that's going to be there?
MPTI, Dina's Dead, Ah Beats, Ruthless, Stone Chakra, Mantis. I almost said his government name.
Uh-oh, don't do that. We don't need that here.
Mantis and Melody K, me.
Boom. Oh, and JL.
Well, we already said
No,
of course, he's the headliner.
But that's dope. That's very dope.
Mad shout outs to him for doing that.
Want to reinforce, double down on that. You know what I mean? That's very dope of you, Melody K.
April 30th. Need some shows in our lives, man.
Yeah.
This shit has not been popping without shows.
It's been a little rough. Rough.
It has sucked. But yeah, April 30th, Odd Bodies. $15 a ticket if you buy them now. If you wait until the day of, it's going to be $20. So get them before you go.
And it's actually really cool how they have it set up now, especially with this event. I don't know who else is doing this, but this is really cool because it's all online. And we've done shows for years. And every time we do them, it's physical tickets. You know what I mean? But this time, it's all online.
Well, I've never did a show myself.
Well, no,
you
you've never put together a show. Let's put it like this. Let's make it I'm just being real. I don't think we've made it a thing. Like, I think it's a bigger deal than what we're making it right now. This woman right here is literally did it all. She didn't have, like, she's had help, but she didn't be like, oh, I'm hopping on a show. Nothing wrong with that. It's an amazing thing. I've done it plenty. She's done it plenty. But this is the first time she's put the shit together. And that's a big fucking deal.
Well,
so,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Round of applause for me to you. So, but yeah, that's a big deal. But anyway, what is the, where can they get tickets? You got to say that.
Eventbrite.
You know what I mean?
You go to Eventbrite and then you type in JLB Hood.
Boom.
Or you can type in, I think I typed in screw COVID, let's dip kiss, because it's do it big, keep it strange. But yeah.
Then that's the name of the event.
Yeah, screw COVID, let's dip kiss.
That's pretty fucking fresh.
So, yeah. we about to dip kiss up in this bitch.
But yeah, eventbrite.com is where you can get your ticket. And it's cool.
There's an event page.
There's an event page for JLB Hood. And then, like you said, it's you can pick who you're buying it for, right?
Yeah. That way you can keep up and see, like, who performs before JL and stuff like that. Like, me and Ruthless are going before.
Yeah.
But who performs before that? First, second, third, fourth, and then we're the fifth one, and then JL's the sixth one.
Oh, yeah. That's really dope. That's really dope. And it's obviously that's a way to keep it not only germ free. You just they probably just scan their phones when they get there.
Yeah, you are allowed to use your phone, so you don't have to print the ticket off.
And you can save trees. That's what my second point was. And now we're saving a bunch of trees. I know a lot of people who just we keep tickets we don't sell. You know what I mean? Most of the time, but I know a lot of people don't always.
You have to give them back.
No, exactly. So, but sometimes maybe it's because we cover tickets sometimes. But I got a bunch of tickets. Not every time we've done them, but yeah, it saves down. I don't think they can reuse those tickets. You know what I mean? So I think they have to throw them away, which is a waste. But This way, you don't. Eventbrite. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, and it's really cool because then you get dinged when every ticket comes through, so you can just mark off like what artists sell what. That way you already know who's going first, second, third, fourth. I don't know. It's just crazy to me because I've never put a show together by myself, so it's like I just feel like every promoter should just go through.
Yeah, no, I
because
agree.
It's digi, like you know what I'm saying. Like you said, you save the trees. And speaking of trees, if everyone planted a tree in their yard, it would help the environment.
You should do that.
You should do that.
We did.
I hope the blueberry tree comes back.
Me too.
I'm so sad about that.
Right. It's fucking beautiful. It's springtime now.
Yeah.
It wasn't freezing cold here in Ohio, which I'm going to touch on that later. But it wasn't super duper cold, which was awesome. Today's been phenomenal.
So nice today.
But our blueberry tree might come back. I got another jalapeno plant. And I hope,
pepper.
Yeah, well, that's dead. That's the unfortunate news is that straight up died from the cold because it was fucking cold out of nowhere.
Well, and then the animals dig it up.
Yeah, and then they did.
That
don't help.
Squirrel. It has to be that same squirrel because remember we caught it on the camera. The squirrel. I would never harm a squirrel, but I want to be like, little nigga, if you don't quit eating our fucking plants so that we can grow some natural food up in here or some organic food, we're going to have some problems. We're going to meet out in the road and we're going to box it out, okay? Yeah. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, put you in a damn box.
This little dude, it's like, come on.
It'd be cool to like...
There's not even any peppers.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the funniest part is last year... when we had peppers, they were eating, I won't say they were eating a shit ton. They were eating more than I fucking wanted them to, but they'd waste them. They're wasting them. They're eating them and throwing them down because they're hot.
Yeah.
And it's like, you deserve that nasty after effect that I know your little body is going to have to, feel. Yeah. Like, you deserve that. Yeah. Taking our damn peppers like that. We grew that. We worked on that shit. But anyway, so... when time of filming this is Easter, so it's be a few days after Easter. Got Easter on my mind. I wanted to go over some weird Easter things that I've seen. You know what I mean? Easter's kind of weird and scary if you're a kid, depending on where you get a picture taken. Have you seen some of those?
Yeah, I have.
Very scary. All right.
Oh, here we go.
Yep. So,
I don't even take Javen. He's like not cool.
I wouldn't be either. You know what I mean?
Like he always says he wants to see Santa, and then when he sees Santa, he's like, "Oh no, wait."
He said, "There's something ain't right with that guy."
Right.
He smells like bourbon. All right. So this is, I think, 10. We're gonna go down 10 weird around the world Easter traditions. All right. Whip cracking in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Okay, whip cracking. I'm going to have my lovely Melody K read this out loud because I'm not good at that.
Why you got to put me on the spot, though?
Because you are. You are good.
If you're a woman and you find yourself in the Czech, I'm pretty sure,
Czech.
Republic.
It's Czech.
It's Czech, are you sure?
It is. Yeah.
Czech Republic or Slovakia on Easter Monday, it is perhaps best to stay indoors. Local men and boys roam the streets with galley-decorated willow switches, usually adorned with ribbons, looking for the girls to lightly whip. The whipping is not intended to be painful, but is instead meant to encourage good health and beauty. You may feel otherwise. Wait, what?
Yes. So you heard that right. They are whipped.
That right.
You heard? No, I'm saying to the people. You heard that right. You get whipped, ladies. They said, "Hey,
ain't nothing wrong with a
right."
little
Yeah,
whipping.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, maybe if it was an all-day affair, it might be a little bit of an
that would
issue.
suck. I'd be like, you ain't whooping my ass all day, every day.
Right.
Like, only every so often if I do something bad.
You wouldn't be able to get away with this shit like in America. I know that much.
You said I'd be whooping your ass.
Oh yeah, I'd probably even being with you. Even being with you, I'd probably catch a case somehow by somebody else. All right, number 2, the butter lambs of Russia.
Oh, you want me to read?
Of course, because it would take forever if I did.
In Russia, the Easter meal is accompanied by a knob of butter fashioned into the shape of a lamb. It dates back to ancient times when it was considered a lucky omen to meet a lamb. Huh. Why a lamb? Because you can be certain it's not Satan in disguise.
Yeah, what?
Old Beelzebub can take on the form of animals except the lamb because of its religious symbolism.
And that is the butter lambs of Russia, number 2. So this is around the world, we can't
Butter
hate.
Lambs.
Can't
it's a
hate,
good
right?
omen.
Right. Okay, so number 3 is the Easter bilby from Australia. And I did read this. I read this one before because I thought this was really cool. So I'm like, what the fuck is a bilby? You know what I mean? But yeah, take it away, babe.
In an attempt to raise awareness about the dwindling bilby population, confectioners in Australia have taken to making chocolate likenesses of this small rabbit-sized marsupial.
Love that word.
Aussies can scoff at will, knowing that every bite they take is helping to save an endangered species. That's cool.
Right.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So like I said, I read that one. I was like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, eat the chocolate. Eat it. Support a good fucking cause.
Fuck yeah.
And we got the world's biggest Easter omelet in France.
I was wondering.
France,
France,
pretty funny.
man. I want to go to France.
They do some crazy shit. That's where the croissant.
Yeah.
Because they say it, the way everybody in the U.S. says it, they would mock the fuck out of you. Yeah, croissant. Can I have a croissant?
But it's the croissant.
Excuse me.
Croissant. I should have learned. I'm about to relearn, or not relearn, but I'm about to learn French.
Okay, world's biggest Easter omelet. What the fuck?
Such a pretty language.
I've never heard of an Easter omelet, though.
I mean, it looks like it's got some peppers. Let's read. On Easter Monday, wow, the residents of Hawks usually crack more than 4,500 eggs into a gigantic pan. 4,500 eggs. Wow.
Boy.
To create a massive Easter omelet that serves over 1,000 people. Each family breaks the eggs in their homes in the morning, and they gather in the main square where the eggs are cooked for lunch and dinner and breakfast the next morning. I was wondering, I was like, did they just sit there and crack 45,000, 4,500 eggs? Like,
I would hope you got like 45 people to do.
Everybody in the community to do
something like, except for little kids. Nothing wrong with them, but I wouldn't want to eat no shells. I don't know about you.
Isn't it crazy how 4,500 eggs will serve over 1,000 people?
Yeah, easily.
You think it would serve
here's a fact about me that people ain't gonna know for sure. This is a ice cream donut podcast exclusive right here.
Oh, here we go.
You learn about below dirt. When I was a kid, around 5 years old, so think about little man. When I was 5, I ate 5 in this, like, I'm not gonna say every morning, but this is like normal consumption. 5 eggs, toast was potatoes, like not hash browns, but breakfast potatoes, and bacon, like probably like 4 slices. All that. 5 years old, constant. I was eating. Now imagine little man eating that. He don't eat like that. Boy, I was getting it. I was getting it, boy. I was like, oh. All right, let's go. Let's continue.
I mean, eggs are protein.
So, I was strong. I was the strongest.
Big, strong guy.
All right. 5, a time to splash out. Hungary. This one's nice and quick.
In Hungary, women dress up in traditional clothes on Easter Sunday and get splashed with water. Uncomfortable, yes, but it certainly beats getting whipped.
There you go.
Why women always get it the hard way?
I mean, we came so far, but not so much. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? Like, I would be sick. So I give it up to women because, like, I would be like, bruh, why the fuck you get me wet all day, bro? You just throwing water on me all day? I know I had to say it. I was like, if I was a girl, I'd be like, why you get me wet all day?
It's just, I mean, I don't judge. But poor women.
I ain't judging, but you know what I mean?
Women.
Poor women over here.
I wouldn't want to get wet on Easter unless it's like a pleasurable wet. You know what I mean?
There you go. Get that cottontail. Get that cottontail wet.
Not sprayed with water.
Number 6, the Witches of Easterwick in Finland. Okay.
Adorable.
Cute little girls. What we got?
Halloween comes early to Finland as children dress up as witches and wander the streets with broomsticks on a hunt for treats. The tradition is said to have come from the belief that witches would fly to Germany and cavort with Satan. Bonfires are meant to scare them away.
Huh. Okay, that's odd. That's an odd one, but I can't add too much into that. I think it's kind of like, okay. You know, at least the French got a big fucking omelet. You know what I mean? All right, 7. Tobacco trees in Papua. Oh, I know I'm fucking that up, huh?
Papua?
Let's say that.
Papua?
New Guinea. And I know that's New Guinea.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Papua.
We're going to say Papua.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm going to go with you. You got it. Fucking go.
Maybe that.
Papew.
No, pew is like pew pew.
Right. Papua.
Chocolate isn't much use in steamy jungles of Papua New Guinea.
It's New Guinea.
So Easter trees at the front of the churches are decorated with sticks of tobacco and cigarettes instead. These are handed out after the service. Oh, so everybody can just smoke cigarettes.
Okay, yeah. Tobacco trees. And I mean, you know what's the funniest thing about this? I've been reading every title. And I totally, I was like, what? When you said the cigarettes and shit, I was like, what? I didn't read tobacco trees.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? I was like, what? That's weird. All right. And that's a real-time reaction, people. You should go and see Melody K YouTube and Below Dirt YouTube. B-L-O Dirt. We do real-time reaction. Now, what's number 8? Crucifixion and flagellation in the Philippines. What do you think?
In the Philippines.
Flagellation? All right. Flagellation. What we got?
In the Philippines, some duvet, is that how you say that? Catholics have taken to the practice of
devout. Yeah, that's devout.
It's been a while. Catholics have taken to the practice of self-crucifixion and self-flagellation. Is that how we're saying that?
I guess so, yeah.
On Easter. Their thinking is that it helps purify them and cleanse them of the sins of the world. The Roman Catholic Church is not keen on the idea and has been actively trying to discourage the practice without much success.
So what do you think about that? Let's go. We're going to go back to the big screen. Let's discuss. What the hell do you think about that?
I mean, it's different from what we do, for sure.
Exactly. I guess, that's just a little different, like you said.
Are you looking up the word?
Oh,
look up how you pronounce it. Flagellation.
Let's do definition first. Oh, you can do how you
flogging or beating, either as a religious discipline or for sexual gratification.
Flagellation.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna have that. You know what? That's what we don't have, and I think I'm gonna do it. We gotta upgrade. We upgraded everything else. I think I'm gonna have a soundboard to where I can have random shit that gets said throughout this podcast and just get posted. So we'll say some shit like, "Why would you do that? That's insane." It's like
flagellation.
Hey, I always do that because I don't fucking know. Sometimes you just don't revisit shit enough, so you just never know what the word sounds like.
I'm not gonna lie,
I don't know. Often.
That's a great thing you suggest, with the bidet, the bidet.
You gotta get it. You gotta.
Because what did I say? I said booty. It's like booty, the booty butt water.
I can't remember what you said, but it was
said the bidet. It was so bad. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's a crazy world, and it's just
flagellation. I was gonna say flag. It sounds like vag.
Vagellation. Vagellation. Vagulations.
Oh my God.
All right, we're gonna go back.
Oh, Greece.
Number 9. The Easter Bunny sees red in Greece.
I used to take care of an orthopedic surgeon who also did spinal surgery as well, and he was Greek, full Greek. Came over on a boat.
Damn.
During the World War II.
Damn.
So, I don't know. Greece is really like the Greek mythology. You like that stuff,
I love Greek mythology.
Now, Greece is probably my favorite place.
What the Romans and everything, people practiced back in the day, how certain things they did, I definitely don't agree with. I'll tell you that much. But, I think it was in Rome, and you know what they say? They'd be like, when in Rome. a little, maybe even some flagellation. But anyway.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
The Easter Bunny sees red in Greece. This is number 9.
Okay.
What we got?
So Easter is known around the world for multicolored, decorated eggs. But in Greece, you will find only red eggs. Red is the color of life, you see, as well as a representation of the blood of the Christ. From ancient times, the egg has been a symbol of a renewal of life, and the message of the red eggs is victory over death. Got it? Got it.
I mean, it's just.
I love seeing how. Sorry.
No, it's exactly what you're saying. You're fine. It's not crazy. I hate how often we as people use that word. It's so different, like you were saying. It's just so different how people are. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Different cultures.
Seeing different cultures and how they handle their stuff because it is different. You know, it gives you a different outlook on it because it's like we may believe a different way, but other people believe totally different ways.
Way different.
You know.
So I got a question, and this is a real-time reaction. No, I'm joking.
Great.
Have you ever ate Indian food, Indian cuisine, before being with me?
I don't think I did.
And it's okay if not, but...
No, I just usually stick to my normal, like...
Well, what you probably grew up eating, right?
Well, no, because I like to eat. I'm not trying to talk snap about my parents or whatever.
Not talking no snap over here.
They weren't the healthiest of eaters, you know. Mm-hmm. So now I do try to eat more healthy, like vegetables and stuff like that, you know. But
how good is Indian cuisine?
Indian's really good.
It's amazing.
I like the chicken tikka masala.
Shit. It's in my top 3 for damn sure.
Yeah, I know.
For sure.
I know.
Because I didn't eat that until I was like 23 or 24. Seriously, like damn near any of it. I didn't eat any of it. And it's just because I was eating a lot of what I grew up on and just being like, no, small-minded. I'm like, I don't know, man. And then it's just, I want that after I ate it the first time. I just kept being more curious about it. And then even with you, I just went to the one restaurant. I was just like at a buffet before all this stuff happened. Piled mad shit. You know. But I piled damn near everything. I don't even know what it was. But the majority of it was vegetarian, and all of it was awesome. It was all amazing. And I'm so glad I started eating besides like cheeseburgers and pizza. You know what I mean?
Those little pink... I don't know if they're pink. They're like orange-ish pink. Those things at the Indian restaurant. They're like the sweet things. It's like
yeah. I don't know. It's almost like a funnel cake is the shape of it. Yeah. But it's pure orange and it's like almost like syrupy. Mm-hmm. But it's solid and
they're too sweet. But
it's amazing.
One is okay. Maybe like half of one.
Oh yeah. You just get one. It's like a funnel cake. It's like if a funnel cake you got it like this big. Mm-hmm. You only eat what it is. Oh my God, funnel cake is so good, ain't it?
Oh, we need to get one. And not that naan bread. We need Indian now.
You see?
I need some chicken tikka masala with some naan bread. Oh, we used to make that.
Yeah,
we haven't made that in a while.
We used to make all kinds of shit like that. Think about this. How long ago was it when we made that baked potato? Not baked potato, but basically a baked potato pizza, where we took.
You did put potatoes on a pizza.
It wasn't bad. It was like more bland. Even with everything we did, it was like kind of bland. But you know what I mean? That Alfredo, y'all don't even know. We're going to make a restaurant where she serves her Alfredo chicken pizza or just a pasta, anything. I fucking love her Alfredo. It's amazing. But
homemade, bitches.
When we go back, because I think there's only 1 to 3 left. It's either 10 or 12 of these. Criminal Intent in Norway for number 10.
God, look how pretty.
It does. We got this on the screen. Real so fucking beautiful. Pretty.
Ready for me to read?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whenever you're ready.
I'm kind of lit, just so y'all know. Hey, so when I'm reading this and I'm like, it's because I'm lit.
We get down.
Easter time is crime time in Norway. Television channels run crime shows, and a slew of new detective novels are commissioned to come out just before Easter.
Right.
People across the country escape into the mountain cabins and spend the weekend with the whodunit television shows or books. Even the milk cartons carry short detective stories on their side during the season. The phenomenon was triggered by the immense popularity of a crime novel in 1923 set in the Bergen Railway. So 1923.
That's a tradition.
That was before my grandma was born. That was, oh my God, that's almost 100 years ago.
Yeah. And 2 more years. I was going to say 3. That's how stuck I am.
98 years ago. Wow.
Yeah. Now that's a good tradition. You know what I mean? A lot of old traditions are fucking weird. And I'm not going to say weird. I'm not saying this is weird either. But sometimes you're like, why do we do this? And if you ever look things up, you're like, what the hell? Yeah. That's why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of things I don't really care to celebrate. It's nothing wrong with it. I don't want to take away any joy. Don't want to be cynic about it. But it's just like some of the things, if you look up why you celebrate them, like the meaning behind them, you're like, what? You know what I mean? Like, they're silly. But you don't want to be that guy that is a cynic and taking away from everything. Because if you think about it, whether it's Dr. Seuss, like we talked about, like me and you, we know him as a good-ass guy. We didn't know before the 70s he was writing, like, racially triggering literature. You know what I mean? We didn't know that. But he was. Mm. You would never think that. But that's just how things were. It's crazy. All right, what else we got? Oh, I think we got 2 more. Let's go back. Whenever you're ready.
The Great Easter Bunny Hunt in New Zealand.
This is number 11. Look at those guys.
Cute little bunnies. I want him. Javen a bunny.
Look at him. He looks fierce. He looks like he's got attitude.
Yeah. While the rest of the world hunts for Easter eggs hidden around the house, the good folk of Otago, is that how you say that? Grab their guns for the annual Great Easter Bunny Hunt.
That's what I'd say.
The idea is to rid farmlands of invasive pests, with over 500 hunters vying for the coveted trophy and the NZ 3,500 prize money.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
With over 10,000 rabbits meeting their maker each year, the Easter Bunny sensibly gives the corner of New Zealand a miss.
Huh. Well, ain't that something? Oh, yeah, that was the end of it. But, yeah. And that was 11 of the world's craziest Easter traditions.
Those bunnies.
And that's from Wanderlust.com. So you can check that out. And you know what I mean? Don't beat yourself up about it.
Flagellation.
I'm going to have this in the soundboard. I love it way too much.
Said, don't beat yourself.
Man, I'm just like, so I mentioned how we changed things up. And we're going to continue to change things up. Next time, we're going to have even more cameras here to where you're going to see more of Melody K's beautiful face and more of this mug that, you know, it's here. That's all we're going to say. But, you know what I mean? I ain't mad about it. It's not like I'm over here
flagellation
practicing that. Okay, I'm done with that. Now, I got one thing off my list. And I got 2 more. This one's funny. Okay. Oh, I didn't mention this. This is what I was trying to mention. Not only did we do all this and we're going to keep getting this upgraded, but we got a new fucking logo. That Ice Cream Donut Podcast logo. Brought to you by
Emo Tune.
Because of Melody K.
My dude.
Who also did a flyer for the show we mentioned earlier.
Yes, he did. He brought up doing a cartoon flyer. And honestly, I haven't seen anyone do a cartoon flyer.
Yeah.
So
I haven't seen them.
I was like really hesitant whenever he mentioned the cartoon flyer. I'm like, oh man, I don't know. You know, flyers don't really look like cartoons. Mm-hmm. Then he was like, no, I can make a dope ass flyer. And I was like, let's see how it looks. But if I don't like it, can we do like the regular, regular photos or whatever? And I'm glad he mentioned it because he said that his friend actually made the video for Eminem.
Yeah, that's impressive. See, that's
Deftone.
Yeah.
Video
tone deaf.
Tone deaf video. So it's really dope because he's like, cartoons are in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what? let's do it. And I'm so glad I went with it because, like, I made one flyer and then I stayed up till like 4 o'clock. Maybe it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, like talking to this dude. I was like, this is what I want. Like, that I want this to look good because it's literally the first show I've ever tried to put on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm really glad we went with that because it turned out extremely dope.
It did.
Extremely dope.
It looked fucking awesome.
Excited about that.
It looked fucking awesome. I just had to put it out there. You know what I mean? Like, we got this dope ass new fucking logo right there.
And then the ice cream podcast logo, like Emo 2 made that
so good.
too. And then he also made the artwork for my newest song that's going to be coming out April 22nd. #adult life. So
make sure you put that on your fucking calendars, man.
A lot of shit going on, you know?
For sure. So,
yes,
big shout out.
And then he's also going to make one. I haven't hit him up about it yet, but he's down. He already told me he was down. But he's going to make one for the real-time reactions, too.
Oh, yeah. So check that out when that comes. Now, I got to ask you something, Melody K. This is real. If you ever found upwards of $10,000, would you keep it? If you were at your job, let me put it in this way. If you were at your job and you found $10,000 and you know you could get away with keeping it and no one would know, and you worked at a thrift store, would you keep it? I'm saying 10.
I mean, I can't be like, oh, I would totally like keep it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be like, well, I would give. I don't know. Like, if I heard somebody talk, okay, if I decided to keep it, if I heard somebody talking about losing that type of money, I would be like, okay, I found your money out in the parking lot. But then again, I'd probably turn it in and be like, look, as much as I want to keep this, somebody lost it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then anybody would be able to claim it.
All right.
You know, so there's no, like, you can't tell who really, I don't know. That's a hard question to answer because it's like, I mean, you snooze, you lose. But then again, if I lost $10,000, I would want somebody to turn it in. So I try to do what I would want someone else to do. But then everybody out here ain't got the same intentions as you.
Right.
So it's like, it's really hard to be like,
right.
And
that's
I
real.
don't know. I've never found $10,000 on the fucking floor.
But okay,
I mean?
so check that out. The reason I say this is, first off, I would, because fucking money. No, but in this instance, this was $42,000. A Goodwill worker finds $42,000 in a donation, as in it was in a mattress, like I'm assuming a foldable mattress, inside some sweaters. $42,000. Somehow, Somehow they got, and you can read some of this if you would like. I have it on here, but I know the bulletin points type shit. But $42,000, right? The lady gave it back. They somehow tracked down the people who donated the mattress and all that shit and gave it back. And because of the good deed, they paid her $1,000. So, I mean, either way you win.
Yeah, fuck
And it sounds shitty to say like that, but
no, but
to me, what?
You just gotta think, like, if you lost that money, what would you want someone to do? Would you want someone to steal it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a goodwill gesture.
It's not stealing because they donated it.
Yeah, but they didn't donate the $42,000
on purpose. They did. Technically, they did, but not on purpose.
Technically, it's their fuck up. But
yeah,
that's where good people come in and they're like, "Well, you fucked up,"
and they use their goodwill, and that's some real shit. I'm just joking. You know what I mean? To be honest, because I'll tell you, I have found a $10 bill right beside someone, a $5 bill right beside someone, gave them both back. One time, I was working as a busboy at a hibachi restaurant, and they were sitting down, and I seen what I thought was a $10 bill, and I picked it up and tapped the dude and gave it to him. It was $50. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But it is what it is. I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of money. Like, $42,000 to me, halfway, lightweight. I'm like, you need to keep better track of your shit.
Yeah, that's why I said you fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
crazy.
either get a good person or you get a shitty person. And I'm not necessarily saying the people who would keep it is a shitty person. I'm just saying, like, some people don't think about other people.
Right. No, you're right.
So just like my mom one time lost her, or she didn't lose her purse. She left her purse in a basket at the store. And she had like hella money in it. This was years and years ago. And I'm like, she was lucky enough that the person who found her purse in the cart returned it to the dollar store, because if she would not have found her purse, we would not have had any money.
You would have been fucked,
because it was all cash inside of her fucking purse.
That's how you got to think of those things. So
that's why I think about shit like that, because it's like, well, what these people want. I mean, you know what I mean? It makes people don't just lose money. It's really like usually accidentally, and most of the time it could be young kids,
and it could be people who really fucking need it. You know what I mean? $42,000, obviously a lot of money, but
why would you not need $42,000?
One time I lost $20. This is back when it was like one of my birthdays or something. When you're young, but like a teenager, to where I got enough money to where it was like a few 20s. So that was a lot of fucking money. Well, I dropped one of them at like a Spencer's, and this kid, I literally seen them pick it up. Because they were like, oh, man, I just found, like, you know what I mean? Like, they were making a thing of it. And I was like, oh. And I just checked my stuff just to make sure. And I was like, oh, that's my money. And then I told my cousin, because I was a kid. I was a little kid. Yeah. And I told my cousin, and she went and got it for me. And they were nice enough to give it back. You know, they could have been dicks and been like, fuck that. I found it.
Yeah.
But we're towards the end. You know, we've been doing this. We're towards the end. And I just wanted to run through real quick a few, not all these, okay, but a few really weird Ohio laws, just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck of it.
No, that's fine. I run through it every so often just so I can try to keep up, so I know if anything ever happens.
Well, no. These ain't like, you know what I mean, like fucked up laws. Like, what the fuck? These are just silly. These are silly laws.
I love the silly laws. Yeah. Like, in some states, you can't pet a cow, like those type of laws. You know what I mean? That's like, what? You can't pet a cow.
So this is from weirdfacts.com, and it's weird Ohio laws. So a few of them. Women are prohibited from wearing patent leathered shoes in public.
What?
Yeah, apparently.
I don't know if I wear patent leather shoes.
Oh, it's illegal if you do. It is illegal to fish for whales on Sunday, and I've heard that a lot.
There's no whales.
I know. That's why it's fucking silly. It's just silly shit. It is illegal to get a fish drunk. Okay, let's go. See, that's silly. Like, why? Do you want to read a few?
Like, go back up.
I was about to say, just skim them and see how silly
the Ohio Driver's Education Manual states that you must honk the horn whenever you pass another car. Didn't know that.
But it's funny because you hear that a lot.
Yeah, you do.
And you don't know if they're being a dick. So I'll put it up a little bit.
Breastfeeding is not allowed in public?
Probably not still. It might be like this might be a little bit old.
They were doing it in South Carolina.
They do it certain places. And you know what? It's a general thing to where, like, if you see it, a lot of people ain't going to make a big deal of it. But they might call the cops, and then it might be prohibited. You know what I mean?
No one may be arrested on Sunday or on the 4th of July.
I think it's wrong on Sunday. But on the 4th of July,
if they're doing something
if they murder
wrong,
someone, I'm pretty sure you're going to go to fucking jail. But, like, think about it like this. On the 4th of July, if you are doing, like, they used to do the fireworks used to be an issue. I don't think they actually send you to jail for it. Even if they're illegal fireworks, they probably just be like, here's a fine. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I'm going to edit that out.
I would hope so.
Okay, let me do one. It is illegal for more than 5 women to live in a house.
Okay, I was about to say.
Okay. Now we get into some region specific ones. Why don't you name one off, babe?
Akron. No person shall solicit sex from another of the same gender if it offends the second person.
They said, yeah, none of that bullshit.
It shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to choose what you believe in. You know?
Right. Okay, in Canton, Ohio, electric fences are banned. What?
I I've been shocked by an electric fence. That shit is fucking weird. I've been shocked by plugging in my Christmas tree when I was like 4 years old. I thought it went through my fucking hand.
Jesus.
But it didn't. It was just the shock of it that made it feel like it went through your hand. Does that make... I like plugged it in and then it was like my whole hand buzzed.
You already know. The one time recently that I've gotten shocked was at a fucking speedway. And I was getting a drink.
Claim, that's a claim.
I should have sued the fuck out of them. Yeah, and they would have deserved it.
I mean, you could have because it was exposed, but you don't want to sue. That's supposedly...
I know. I would. I mean, clearly I didn't. You know what I mean? To me, I literally went and warned them. I was like, hey, your shit shocked me. And it felt like a burn. That's what I was getting at. It felt like a burn. Yeah. You know what I mean? But let's name off like a few more. Like, let's say 3 more. And then let's get out of here because we've been on it. I'll name one off. In Columbus, it is illegal for stores to sell cornflakes on Sunday. What the fuck?
It is illegal to catch mice without a hunting license.
In Cleveland. What? Okay, one more. Let's find a good one. You find one to sound like?
It is illegal to drive around town square more than 100 times in a single session. Why? Why would anyone keep up with how many times you're going around Times Square?
And that's in Oxford, Ohio. I don't know.
One may not spit on the sidewalks on the square. That's a really good fucking one because it's like you never know what kind of diseases people have when they're spitting on the ground.
What is the square?
Oxford.
In Oxford, do you know?
I don't know. I used to live in Oxford so...
If you're in Oxford, Ohio, let us know what the square is.
I'll have to hit up Katie.
Comment below.
And ask her.
But yeah, that was, let's switch to the new logo brandishing screen that has our logo in it and the new setup.
No more donuts.
Nope.
I mean, there is a donut.
I mean, yeah, okay, but that's why. Now we got it. It's there. And next time, I'm putting it out there because we're going to do it this time. I'm sticking to it. Next time, we're going to do a special little thing where we have a video and we're going to make our own fucking donuts. That's going to happen next time on Ice Cream Donut Podcast. I'm Below Dirt.
And I am Melody K.
We're going to have the socials and you're going to see all of them. And I hope that you follow, like, give us comments and love.
Follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to get Twitter fam out here because fuck Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, wow. Wow. I don't think that. Follow me everywhere. Like,
follow me everywhere, but I'm more active on Twitter.
Also, one that isn't on there because I haven't made it yet is my Twitch. I also stream, especially every Friday for Face Punch Friday. And it's twitch.tv/MrKnowfun. KNOW.
Know about it.
Know about it. We out this piece.
Laters.
Yeah.